this your girl, Naturally TC, coming at you with this bob video. This is a short bob. Sometimes we call it a baby bob. It's like super cute. The length is about right at your chin level. So I am placing the tracks on her head. I start a little bit, not exactly at the nape, because once you start cutting that hair, if you start right at the nape, that track that is right there is going to be almost nothing if you're going to cut it to where you can't see it outside of the bob. So there's not really much point of putting that track there. But start just a little ways up, and you might get 1, 2, 3 tracks in before you start bringing it all the way to the sides. If you notice the ones that were directly in the back, I made them kind of like a horseshoe shape going down. So I would start lower and then bring it, horseshoe it up, and then bring it back down for those tracks that are in the back. Now these I'm going from one side to one side. This is a middle part bob. So I'm making sure that I have, just the same amount of hair on each side of the bob. Started doing this new little technique that my coworker shared with me, and that's going ahead and putting the glue along the entire weft instead of because we'll usually put the weft, measure it, and then put the glue and then put it on. So I think when I get further up, I start doing that. But for the bottom tracks, all I'm doing is I'll go ahead and see, now I'm going to measure it. But what I was doing before was just putting the glue on the entire weft as far as I can get it down my arm, and then just cutting it after I've already placed it on her head. I think I might do that anyway. I probably forgot that that's what I'm doing now. And also, if you notice, when I put that track closer to the ones that are, when I place it on her edge, I kind of place it where it's angled up a little bit so that the hair is falling towards the client's face. So you'll see that, it's not just straight down. The track is actually angled a little bit up, and then it's closer to the client's face. Now you see I already had that hair on there, and I just, put some more glue instead of doing the whole track by itself. So if you go ahead and put that piece on there, then you're able to do the entire track without holding it in your hand. Now I'm bringing these tracks around. This bob is so quick and easy to do. You can get it done in less than an hour. And then there's not much curling, so it's not like you have to really cut it and feather it and all those things. It's just a straight, blunt, nice, sleek, short bob. It's actually the same one I'm wearing in this video. The stylist hooked me up with this short bob. It's actually my favorite hairstyle outside of a pixie on myself. So I love this style, and then I love pixies on myself. I like long weaves too, but and then of course my natural hair. I had started my lock journey, and I am going to start sharing some videos about my lock journey. I need to do one tonight because I'm going to see a loctician on tomorrow so that she could help me out, because I thought I was brilliant enough to start my own, since I do locks, and I don't do lock extensions, but I do retwist locks, and I thought I could do it myself, but hunty, these things look like I want to cut them off. So I'm going to be seeing her tomorrow. So I'll post a video very soon so y'all can see what's going on with that. Now you will see that my client has some thinning in the top. When you see that clients have thinning in the top, sometimes, thinning is hereditary. That's something that we've been dealing with. I don't think all thinning is hereditary. I think our food supply has a lot to do with our hair thinning the way that it is, because, in the 50s and 60s, when you look at those big afros, you didn't see too many people that didn't have an afro. They had healthy hair, healthy, thick hair. But now we see a lot of clients that are thinning in different areas, not just in the top, but all over. And if a quick weave is removed properly, then there will not be any, pulling of edges. Like she's not going to not have her edges when we take this out because she's going to come back to me to get it removed. What happens is when you're trying to remove these extensions at home, and you're just using conditioner, or I've heard people using alcohol or whatever to get those tracks out, and then they're snatching these tracks out their head without properly removing the glue, then that's when you have the loss of edges due to what they call traction alopecia. That's that you're wearing something that's really too tight for your hair, and then the other side is just snatching it out your head. So there, you don't have any edges. So don't do it. Go back to your hair care professional and allow them to properly remove your weave, and then get a conditioning treatment and do something different. I know like a lot of people sometimes as natural hair don't want to, wear weaves. I don't want glue in my hair, but really it's a quick solution. It lasts you 2 weeks and it gives you a break on your hair. What I'm using right now is paisley pepper, formerly paisley pepper. Now it is called, oh, she gonna kill me. I don't know. I'll leave it in the description. I can't think of it right now, but it's a great cover up for those of you that are thinning, and they're just really small hair fibers, and it's something that you could put on your hair when you see that you have those spots and you really don't want to see scalp. You can just put those hair fibers on, and they last. Sometimes people use them every day. I know people that use them every day. I know people that just use them once a week and that's enough for them, because maybe they'll put like some hairspray or something on there that makes the hair fibers stick. Now you did see I used a protective serum on her hair before I flat ironed her natural hair, her leave out, because you want to protect that hair. I am going to run over that hair. My client did not, she came back to get it removed, and she did not have to flat iron her leave out anymore after I did it. If you use the proper foundational methods as far as making sure that you're shampooing and conditioning the client properly, and then using whatever styling products that are for blow drying hair, protecting the hair from humidity, and then like I said, the serums, I actually use a blow dry spray before I get to this part. I do it while she's at the shampoo bowl. I use a blow dry spray that helps keep that hair, that natural hair, straight while she's wearing this. Now we're going to move on to the cuts. Now I started my cut in the front because I wanted to see, I'm able to look at where that hair is going to fall once the cut is done. So you can see that I'm elevating it just a tad bit, not even like a little less than 45 angle, as I'm going in with my clippers and cutting that hair, because I did want it to have a slight bit of a bevel at the end. That means that I want it to bend under a little bit. My client is a mature woman, so we weren't going to give her just a straight blunt cut. It is a blunt cut, but also like a slight bevel at the end so that I can, we used to say it back in the day, I need to bend it. I just want to bend it a little bit, bend it a little bit so that it just curls under and kind of gravitates towards her face. So we're just going around and matching that up. If you have a pretty good eye, you can kind of get it the first time. You're still going to have to go back and clean up those spots that the hairs may be longer than the other. Yeah, and so look how happy she is. You see her smiling because she's like, this looks so cute. It did. It looked really cute. It looked really like she really wore this hairstyle. So I'm still just going in and cleaning it up, making sure that it is even on both sides. The last thing you want is a client with a bob and one side is longer than the other. If you turn them around to the mirror, you see how I'm checking the mirror? I'm checking the mirror because you can see things, even if you're doing like a shortcut Or, I do men's cut. So when I'm fading, if I turn the client to the mirror and actually look in the mirror at the cut, you're able to see more mistakes than you just looking at it with your natural eye. So the mirror is a tool as well. Your mirror is a tool as well. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, naturallytc. I decided to share this on here because I post, more of my weave styles or relaxed styles on Instagram than I do on YouTube. But I wanted to show you guys what I can do with weaves. And so it's just something that was super cute, and I loved how it came out on her. So yes, follow me on Instagram. Make sure you like and subscribe my channel. Hit the bell so that you get the notifications. I am committed to posting one video per week, and if I could get more than one, then I'll do that. But outside of that, I hope that this was helpful and that you gained something. I always say, if you gain one thing from an educational video or that's in any arena, then it was worth it because you learned one more thing that you knew before. So I'll do as much sharing as I possibly can. I appreciate you all. Thank you for following.